Hello YouTube and welcome to KSP. Yes, so KSP did win the vote, as you saw from my little video yesterday. And we're going to be doing one activity a video. So that could mean either a very short video like this first one will probably be, or a very long video, which somewhere in the future there might be. I have some add-ons installed just to spice things up a little bit, and I'll get into them when we get into the game. One of them is just to add ambience, and the other is actually a cool add-on plugin that I really enjoy because I think it's a neat idea. Now, hopefully the lag won't get too much in the way, but let's go ahead and create a new space program, and we'll call it the Muffin. No. I don't know. I will just call it YouTube for now because I'm lazy and I can't think of a good name. So let's start this up. Okay, we're in our KSP, the Kerbal Space Center, and let's go ahead and build ourselves a first rocket. Now, the first thing we're going to do is, obviously, we need a satellite orbiting Kerbin so we can relay messages from the radio station out into space, and so let's go ahead and build a satellite. So I like to use the Sputnik because I think it looks cool and it's like a satellite. The only problem with it is that it's round, so it's really hard to get a satellite dish on it. But as you can see, we do have some stuff here, these new items. You may not have seen them before, and they're part of the Kethane mod pack. The Kethane mod pack adds parts to your list that will allow you to be able to mine this this gas. I think it's a gas. I'm pretty sure it's a gas or a liquid, one of the two, on the moon and various planets called Kethane, and you can use that gas to power some of your some new things. As you can see, this external Kethane fuel ducts can hold Kethane. This uses Kethane to launch. It's a engine and stuff, and we got all this cool stuff that we can do with Kethane. Now, one of these here is a utility. We have the somewhere around here we have the mining thing for the Kethane. What is this? Xeon container? Yeah, somewhere, I'll figure it out. But let's go ahead and build the top stage for us. Well, we need a communicatortron to get to relay back to Kerbin. So let's go ahead and get this nice on top. No. This is why I hate using this Sputnik. Oh, I had it. Perfect. Yes. Okay, what is this? Ah, it's the thermometer. Okay, I'm just looking at some of the stuff I've added. Okay, anyway, so let's go ahead and, what we're going to do is we're going to attach a nice RCS fuel tank to here. That's too big. You know what, we might not want to do RCS fuel. We might just want to do that. No, let's get a small RTS fuel tank. And then we'll add a small fuel tank. Now, actually, you know what I want to do? Let me get a SAS module in here, because I love myself a SAS module. I can't resist them, because I'm terrible at flying by myself. And we'll get some RCS, don't worry about it. But there, we got a SAS module on there. Let's see. I want to use, these are too small. I could use multiple of them, though. I could use, like, turn on symmetry mode and use, like, no, I can't do that. Okay, that's not how these ones work. I do want to use multiple engines though, because those are just too small. You know, I could use one of these guys. These only have these are solid fuel, and they're not well, this uses liquid fuel. We could use these guys, or a nuclear rocket engine. Okay, well, yeah, we'll use those. Okay, so let's get a staging decoupler, just so we know what we're doing, and then we'll get how many should we do? Just 4? I think that'll be enough. Little small engines there to just propel this thing around in space. And we'll need RCS, so let's go. Sorry, Let's go ahead and get RCS. We want to have to, as far up as we can. You want them as far away from the center of mass as possible. Okay, now that we've got that, let's go ahead and build the main stage of a rocket that will be getting us into orbit. There's a type of rocket, the bottom stages, that I always like to do, and you'll probably see it using a lot. This will You'll probably see me be using it a lot. It's really nice and get you to the moon or into orbit, and then you'll be set if you're trying to go to the moon. But basically, it's just like this. It's a lot of fuel, and it's good for. Yeah. Okay, we might have to move this down. I don't like moving these around because I want to keep the. Yeah, that might work. Yeah, it works. Okay, you want that like that, and then on the bottom you want to get the engines that don't have vectoring, because they're like, you want more vectoring engines because you want more lift because of all this fuel, and then you're gonna get one vectoring engine, put that in the middle, and there you go. You have your kind of beginning. You have your launch stage. Let's go ahead and get some stabilizers on here, stability enhancers, and just for fun, let's add some. Batteries for power, and we can do some lights. Oh wait, we're not done. So we need struts. Always need those struts, and I always forget them. So let's grab ourselves some struts, and since we got batteries in the way, we'll do it like that. And fuel ducts. Forgot about that too. We'll get into that. Those didn't connect. There we are. And come on. There we are. Just like that. Perfect. Should we add one going in the middle? Nah, I don't think we do. We don't need it. Okay, so let's get us some fuel lines. Now, I just like to leave the bottom tanks to those engines, and then these top tanks will pump their fuel into this tank, which will then power our vectoring engine, because we'll be doing the 4 outside engines are mainly to get us out of the atmosphere, and then this middle vectoring engine will be doing most of our orbital burns to get ourselves into orbit. Okay. Oh, wings. I always like to have wings because wings are fun. Now let's go ahead and get some. Go. Need to be slower. There's a little bit of lag since I'm recording now. Not used to lag on this game. It's not very. It's really small game, and it's not very intensive. It's nice. Ah, there we go. That's what I wanted. This is part of another mod we have. We have the chatter mod. It adds some nice background noise to your game. Now, what's the difference between these? Okay, so let me see. Max impact tolerance. Simulate radio chatter. They look like they're the same thing, but made by different manufacturers. Let's use this one. It looks more professional by our industries. So we'll have since this is a satellite, we obviously need chatter. Why can't I put this? Can't I put this anywhere? Wait, do you work? Oh, you do. Alright, well, we'll have some radio chatter right there. Why can't we use this one? Did it not have enough room? Oh, wait, see? It worked. I saw it. It was working a second. Whatever. Okay, now, I'm contemplating if we really want to save... Well, we can test things. What is this? I've never seen this. External drilling. Yeah, there it is. That's the thing we want for keything, but we're not doing that yet. We don't need to. I'm contemplating if we should add a docking thing to the... Oh, look at that. God dang it. Looks like a thing, sir. Oh, wow, there we go. That's perfect. Oh, you know what I forgot to add? Solar panels. Oh, and our batteries get in the way. We'll take these and then just do 2 times. That's 4 times. 2 times? Perfect. Put that right here, and then we'll add big bulky solar panels out, because I like to use these solar panels. Uh-oh. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't use the big bulky ones. We can use a smaller one. What is this? Landing struts? Okay. Where's our solar panels? Here they are. I never remember which one's better. They look exactly the same to me. Panels are the world standard power generation. SP model, different. We'll just use the standard ones. Not that. Not that. Okay, hello. Perfect. There we go. Now we have some solar panels to keep our batteries charged for lights, because I like to add lights because I hate when we're on the dark side of the earth and we can't see anything. It's in utility. Come on, Evan. There we are. let's flip these things around. And let's just have 2 because we only need 2. I'm hitting those tanks on the bottom and it's causing it to multiply. And there we go. I think that's... You know what? I added the wrong solar panels. I wanted... No, I didn't. Okay, I added the right ones, I think. I can never remember. Looks for... Electric charge 2 per second. Oh, I can't remember which ones are the good ones. I think these are like the very small ones, and these are the cooler ones. Yeah. You're gonna want these. Yeah, those are it. Okay, okay. Now I know what I'm doing. Alright, so let's name this the, Orbital V set. That's what I call all my satellites. Dash, sir. There we are. Okay, I think we're ready. Oh, we need to adjust staging. Okay, wait, so we want... see, this one, we'll just launch all the engines at one time. We need an extra stage here. Take the 4 rockets. Oh, wait, no, we want to take this stage, put it there. So, launch, once these are out of fuel, decouple, then that'll keep going, decouple, and then we'll have this at the front. What does this do? That is that. Okay, we want to take this and put that there. So we want to activate our engines whenever we want to. I don't really think we need any action groups. And let's go ahead and save. I think we're ready for launch, guys. Let's go ahead. Okay, so I want to see how this chatter thing works, because chatter's fun. Just adds a nice depth kind of to the game. Okay, come on, world. There we go. Okay, so here's the chatter. Beep frequency every 5 seconds. Beep volume 100. We'll turn that down a little bit. Beep pitch. Oh, you can hear it. Listen. Turn up the pitch a little. Oh no, I liked it back. A little bit higher than that. A little bit higher than that. Here's the button if you want to turn it off. Kinda like that. No beeps. Every 1 second. That'll get annoying. Let's do every 10 seconds. Alright, and since this is a satellite, since this is a satellite, there will be no chatter, as in speaking. I just noticed that the game is very laggy right now, so we'll turn off anti-aliasing. That should really help. That didn't help. Gotta adjust our settings. This really sucks. Quarter res. See, I don't want the game to look ugly. 1/8 of a res. It's because I'm recording full screen. Wow, still laggy. Okay. Whatever. Okay, let's turn up our... I can't even see... Wait a minute. I can't even see the bottom of my nav ball. We don't want that. It's because... I'll be right back, guys. Okay, so, what I did actually made it a little bit worse, but, it's the best I can do if I want it to be HD. So let's go ahead and turn up the throttle and, SAS, and I think we're ready to launch. So we'll be just getting into a normal Kerbin, orbit. Now, like I said in my video, I really suck at doing orbits. They're always off for me. But it's daytime, and there's Tylo out there that we don't need to worry about because we're not going there. But yeah, I had to turn on the resolution if I wanted this game to be any good. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. And we're off. Okay, it's a little bit of slow start, but a little bit of a slow liftoff, but that's okay because we are really heavy with all this fuel. Top stage should be okay. I hope it is. I hope we can use those little rockets, but everything's looking good. Going up, we want to try to keep below 200 ms. This will be kind of an orbiting tutorial, and then once we reach 10,000 meters, we'll be good. Now you might notice that we can't see the M. That's because the resolution is so low. Turn it up. Let's turn Just one click. Set quarterize. 1, 2. There we go. Now we can sort of see the now. There we go. Lift them off. Things will unload. It'll become a lot less laggy in space. And we're still climbing. Let's get back the throttle just a little bit. Like we said, we want if you go over 200 miles per hour, meters per second, you're just wasting some fuel that you could use in orbit. But our outer tanks still have half fuel left, so we're good. Let's open the resources tab again. Past 200. I'm gonna keep it around that mark. Now, since we're getting out of the atmosphere, it'll be easier. But as you can see, we've reached 100 meters, so you're going to go about 1/3 fuel. Turn on your RCS because it'll make it a lot easier to do your turn. And you want to go, just keep hitting D until you come to about there. And then turn SAS back on. And then basically, you don't want to full throttle it, but you can go up a little bit more. You'll just be wasting some fuel. But as you can see, our apoapsis is climbing quite fast, so we're going to tilt a little bit more. We want to do more of a horizontal approach into our targeted apoapsis, because if our apoapsis climbs, it'll be, climbing. We also want to stage before we get too high. You can turn off RCS now. We're not going to be doing much turning for a little bit. As you can see, it's at 30 already, and I'm just switching in and out because I'm getting ready for staging. We're gonna hit spacebar again, and it'll decouple these. That's 3. Let's see what happens. Okay, and out of decouple. Yep, there we go. Okay, don't worry. Whoa! Hang on. Yeah, that fuel tank threw us off. Okay. Trash that flight. Don't worry about it. Staging was somehow off. I hate when Kerbal does this. Okay, what is this? There it is. That darn stage. I thought that stage was this. Crap. Okay, well, we can launch again. It didn't waste too much time. Failed launch, and see that fuel tank threw us way off. You can add nose cones to the top of your fuel tanks if you want to. It really doesn't matter, unless you're going for looks. But we're not going for looks. We're going for effectiveness. Back up. Okay. So let's open up the resources tab. Like I said, there we go. Okay. You don't want to time warp when you're in the atmosphere. Just a terrible idea, because it adds that physics kind of thingy, especially if you're going full throttle. It's a bad idea. Let's open up right now. Well, in the orbital map, we got here. And we'll just go to the surface. Don't worry about it. I want to try to keep our airspace clean, or our space. Clean of most debris. Now, I don't know how loud the spacecraft is, but I feel like it is too loud, so we'll just do that because I can. And we're picking up speed pretty rapidly now since we're exiting the atmosphere, so we'll kick back the throttle a little bit, slow it down. And there it goes, reaching 90. You want to kick back to a little bit below 2/3 once you get like 290. But you don't want it to fall too low, or you'll just be falling out of the sky, because, we can. And then we're getting up to that 9,000, and there's Skype. Try to ignore it. And there we go. So kick it to 1/3 fuel, RCS on, SAS off, and we'll turn again. I'm just going to turn over. We'll go a little bit past that. We'll go here. You can see undershot a little bit, so we'll do that. There we go. And here we go. Apoapsis is rising, 17,000 meters. Let's wait for our apoapsis to pass us, and then we'll just keep burning horizontally. You don't have to burn completely horizontally. This would be actually a good target for the moon, but we're not going there. 23,000. Let's get ready for staging. Go ahead and turn off RCS so we're not wasting any of our monopropellant. We can turn a little bit more horizontally. And there we go. Try to stay on that that line. As you can see, I'm kind of sitting on. It'll really help. Turn on RCS if you need some stabilization. Your wings will do most of the work. But here we go, getting ready for staging. And there. Turn up your throttle. discourage those because now it's really heavy. As you can see, we have tons of fuel left for this to maybe not tons, but we should have enough to get into orbit. Okay. So here comes our apoapsis climbing a little bit. Let's kick it back to that 90-degree mark because we want to keep our apoapsis rising a little bit quicker since we're wasting a lot of fuel with just these engines. Now, oh, okay. Why do we have struts there? Not entirely sure. That's quite alright. 81,000. Satellites should be a little bit bigger. Let's do, because that's good for aircraft. Let's do like 150 apoapsis instead for our satellite. So let's keep it rising. 130 should be fine. Okay, 130. There we go. What we're gonna do is you're gonna learn how to use maneuvers. So go ahead and get your bubble right under the apoapsis and click Add Maneuver. Now we're gonna drag the prograde marker. As you can see, the yellow lines will start extending. This is very temperamental. You need to be really careful. And this is basically setting up us for a maneuver node. And bam, flip. We have 130 periapsis, 144. That is fine. And I just removed our node by accident. So let's drag this back out. Flip. 130, 184. Because we're in a different spot. Who cares? Okay, and there we go. Now what you're going to do, turn on RCS, turn off SAS, and we're going to flip over to that blue marker that is now on your nav ball. Let's go ahead and slow it down. We don't want to go past it, because if you go shooting past it, it sucks. Don't leave SAS with RCS, because it'll just wibble wobble. And put yourself right on the center of that. Okay, and now we look down here, and we see T node in node in T minus 2 minutes and 59 seconds, and we see our estimated burn 47 seconds. Now the maneuver nodes are designed for instantaneous burns. That means instantaneous velocity changes. So we have to burn at around, when our node in T-minus reaches about 48 seconds, and we're going to burn full throttle until our estimated burn comes down really low, to about 4 seconds. I'm going to cut back our throttle to maybe 1/3, and then we're going to follow the blue marker around until our, we increase our miles per second, or meters per second, sorry, to, by 868.2. So, you can time warp a little up here because, you got some time to kill, but we don't want to go too fast because we're already pretty close. Stay on that blue grade marker. We're just going to wait it out from here, and here we go. 49, 48. You're going to accelerate 1 second before because it takes time to get to full throttle. As you can see, our meters per second is now dropping, and so is our estimated burn. Our node in T-minus is still dropping, and they're a little off. That's okay. But let's just let this burn. We're going to have some fuel left in these fuel tanks. I added a little bit too much, but that's fine. So let's go ahead, let that estimated burn drop. As you can see, we're following the blue grade marker. Blue grade marker? That's what it's called, but the marker. And here we go, we're climbing down. So what you're going to do is you're going to throttle down a little bit, turn off SAS, and as you can see, the blue marker is going to start moving pretty fast. So let's cut the throttle back a lot, and we're just going to follow this marker. As you can see, it's moving, and then stop when you get back there. You're gonna stop whenever your meters per second climb down to 0. Now, as you can see, we overshot a little bit, and we're at 3. That should be fine. Our orbit is a little off of what we expected. 122, 197. Terrible orbit. I don't care. We do have all this extra fuel, but since we're in an orbit, we're just gonna drop it because we don't need it. No, I just realized these things might be a little heavy, but let's go ahead and open up our satellite. So I'm gonna right click, toggle our communicated Tron. Let's go ahead and extend our solar panels, and yes, these were the right solar panels. Let's go ahead and do that. And then there's the sun, so we're gonna turn off SAS and flip this thing around a little bit. Oh, wrong way. And okay, and we'll adjust. We don't want the solar panel. We want it like. Wait, hold on. Oh, wrong way. Oops. Right there. Okay, let SAS take care of it. Okay, a little bit. No, wrong way. Hey, now. Whoa. Okay. Hold on. Don't worry. I got this. Don't worry, guys. You know I got this, right? Perfect. Ooh, okay, let's SAS take that back. It'll do it. Solar panels will automatically direct themselves towards the sun, and there we go. We have a satellite. So as you can see, we're already on coming to the dark side of Earth. So let's go ahead and time warp, and we'll get to see our nice little orbit. We can do a little faster. We can't. But our Kerbin apoapsis is a little high, but that's okay. 200. There we go. I'm coming around to the light side. Let's get right about here where we can see our nice little spacecraft. I want the satellite pretty much always pointing downward. Let's go ahead and turn on our lights because you know what? We can. And let's open antenna for our communicatron so I can get some status from the it can receive status from the base. And there we go, guys. We've got our nice, successful satellite. It does have engines on it if we decide to deorbit this thing, and it's got plenty of fuel for it. So there you go, guys. If you did enjoy this first episode of Kerbal Space Program and our nice little satellite that will be orbiting forever, please leave a like. It really helps out. Comment on what you'd like to comment about, and finally subscribe for more episodes on Kerbal Space Program ICBM, which also might be coming out today. I'm thinking about doing 2 videos a day. Kerbal Space Program and ICBM, but you know, it's a little stretch of the imagination. If I have time, I'll probably be doing ICBM today because I want to get stuff done. But there's our orbital VSAT debris, so we're not on the same plane as it, so we don't have to worry about it. As you can see, it's got at a lower orbit than us because we did some RCS stuff, and with turning, as you can see, our altitudes are a little different. I like mine actually because it's 145, because you know, evenness is great. But let's go ahead and zoom out. Watch our satellite spin around around Kerbin, making its delivering all its good old information from the Kerbal Space Center, which is now on the other side of the Earth. Actually, it's right about there. But yeah. So guys, see you guys later. Wait, hold on. Now we'll see you guys later. Bye.